Hello friends, welcome back. In this video session of subject refrigeration and air conditioning, today's topic is natural refrigerant. My name is Mr. S.V. Kumbar, Assistant Professor, Sharad Institute of Technology College of Engineering, Yadra, Ichalkaranji. Today we will start with a refrigerant landscape. So in this chart, GWP level versus the use of or pressure capacity of refrigerant is shown here. So green color is for A1 category, that is non-flammable. Wherever green category, that is CO2, then HFCs, R134, R32, R22, R407A, 407C, 407F, R410A, R404A. These are green color, that is non-flammable refrigerant which are generally used. This pink color refrigerant, this is R290, generally flammable in nature. A2L, mildly flammable. These are mildly flammable, pink color. And this color indicates that orange color, that is B2L, toxic, that is NH3, mildly flammable. In today's world, generally we use HFC, that is hydrofluorocarbon, and generally we prefer R134A, R22, R407A, R407C, R407F, R10A, R404A. So this is all about refrigerants landscape. The next key feature of hydrocarbon, R290, that is propane, and R600A isobutane are generally classified under A3 category that we had seen. These are generally highly flammable and its ozone depletion potential is 0 and GWP is 3, global warming potential. These refrigerants are environmentally friendly refrigerants. These refrigerants have low discharge temperature as compared to hydrochlorofluorocarbon or hydrofluorocarbon and improving the system reliability. This refrigerant reduction in refrigerant charge as compared to R22 and R134A, which is now used popularly. R290 results in excess of 40% reduction in charge. R290 pressure temperature characteristics are similar to R22. R600A, that is isobutane, is widely used in domestic application and many countries. 95% of domestic refrigerators works on this isobutane. In Europe, generally R600A is used, and now in Argentina, Brazil, China, and other countries in Asia are also adopting R600A as refrigerant in refrigerator as well as in freezer. Its smaller volumetric capacity and higher pressure ratios limit it to very small. Propane is growing in acceptance with constraint of its flammability. So propane, that is R290, is classified under A3, that is a non-toxic highly flammable refrigerant by ASHRAE, but still current UL standard for A3 refrigerants allow up to 57 gram in household refrigeration, 150 gram in commercial rich refrigeration, and 300 gram in commercial walk-in refrigeration. So here this diagram shows increasing impact of propane. Propane application will grow especially in the smaller size. Safety in service will be important for adaptation. R290 versus R404A for a medium temperature comparison. So here one classification is shown. Property R290, R404A. So suction density of R290 is 0.53 pounds per feet raised to 3. Similarly, as compared to R290, R404A is having 1.53 pounds feet raised to 3. Evaporative latent heat capacity is for R290 propane 165.2 British tons of unit per pound, as compared in R404A it's a 73.8 British tons per unit. And this is the suction density versus evaporative latent heat. So highlighted part, it shows propane capacity versus R04A capacity. This is for Emerson R290 compressor manufactured by Emerson. So from this two highlighted part, for same displacement, R290 has less capacity, more shortfall made up in system due to better heat transfer resulting in high saturated suction. Now early adopters of natural refrigerant. Now as I said, many countries in Asia including China, they are adopting natural refrigerant. So these are the different companies which have early adopted natural refrigerant. For example, Coca-Cola, PepsiCo, Red Bull, Unilever, etc. So these members have collectively placed more than 2.5 million of HFC-free refrigeration units. These companies avoided more than 1 million tons of emissions in CO2 equivalent. And these companies have adopted as propane R290 as natural refrigerant, isobutane R600A and CO2 R744. Next refrigerant is ammonia refrigerant. Ammonia, that is NH3. Natural refrigerants are environmentally as well as eco-friendly. One of the most abundant gas in the environment is ammonia. Generally, ammonia exists all around us in the form of air, water, soil, and produced by in our kidneys. In urine also some amount of ammonia is present. Approximately 1.7 times it is lighter than air. So ammonia breakdowns rapidly in the environment. NH3, that is R717, that is nitrogen and hydrogen, it has zero ozone depletion potential as well as global warming potential. That's why ammonia is widely preferred in industry for refrigeration purpose. So ammonia usage. So ammonia is generally produced 198 million tons annually. This is the data up to 2012. Ammonia is the second most produced chemical after petroleum. It is second largest produced in chemical industries. Nearly 80% of ammonia is produced for fertilizer. Ammonia, that is R717 refrigerant, is 99.98% pure, which is nearly 2% of total production. Ammonia is also cheap and affordable refrigerant. So industrial uses of ammonia. So ammonia is generally used for pipes required due to less mass flow rate, as less refrigerant required for smaller pipes, or 9 times more energy content than hydrofluorocarbon, up to 20% more efficient in energy uses. Ammonia is excellent refrigerant for heat recovery also. Ammonia has a low cost and generally it is available in mineral and semi-synthetic oil. Once we use ammonia as refrigerant, there is a low maintenance as well as low leakage rate required for this refrigerant. Applications of ammonia. Generally, ammonia is used for food and beverage processing. That is in dairy, meat processing, breweries, baked good, frozen food, etc. Recreational ice, refrigerated cold storage. This is the cold storage which is shown in this picture, where temperature is generally at 0 degrees centigrade or below it. Next one, recreational ice, ground soil freezing, mining HVAC, that is heating, ventilation and air conditioning, district heating and cooling, heat pumps. These are the applications of ammonia. Next refrigerant, which is famously known as R744, that is carbon dioxide as a refrigerant. So carbon dioxide can be used as secondary refrigerant or in cascade system or in transcritical booster. Properties of carbon dioxide. Generally, carbon dioxide is considered as natural refrigerant which is available abundantly in nature. Its ozone potential depletion is 0, but global warming potential is 1, and it is taken as base for calculate GWP for other refrigerant. Generally, carbon dioxide is non-toxic in nature, but it creates problem like global warming. CO2 is also non-flammable in nature and odorless. Atmosphere comprises approximately 0.04% of CO2, that is 370 parts per million. Carbon dioxide is dangerous for people in concentration exceeding 0.5%, that is 5000 parts per million. Carbon dioxide is generally heavier than air and it will settle at lowest level. Carbon dioxide has better heat transfer properties than hydrochlorocarbon and hydrofluorocarbon. Carbon dioxide also have low viscosity in liquid and gas than hydrofluorocarbon. Typically, smaller line size, that is DX piping system, it requires in CO2 refrigeration system. Carbon dioxide is less sensitive to pressure drops. There is a significant reduction in refrigerant charge as compared to hydrofluorocarbon. Carbon dioxide is inexpensive refrigerant as compared to hydrochlorofluorocarbon and hydrofluorocarbon. Carbon dioxide has excellent material compatibility. System energy performance equivalent or better than traditional HFC's system depend on environment and system design. Carbon dioxide has high triple point, that is minus 56.60 centigrade, and low critical point as 31 degrees centigrade. Basic properties of R744 with R404A and R134A. This is the comparative table which will give us temperature at atmospheric temperature, atmospheric pressure, critical pressure, triple point pressure, pressure at a standard temperature of 20 degrees centigrade, and global warming potential. So R744, that is carbon dioxide, its global warming potential is 1, its temperature at atmospheric pressure is minus 78.50 degrees centigrade, that is temperature of, we call it as dry ice. Its critical temperature is 31 degrees centigrade. Its critical pressure is 72.8 bar, that is gauge pressure. Its triple point pressure is 4.15 bar, that is absolute. Pressure at saturated temperature is 56.20 bar gauge. And these are the properties of R404A, R134A, which is generally used, but its global potential is 1430 times as compared to CO2. Similarly for R407A and R407F, which are these refrigerants now we are using for refrigeration purpose. Pressure temperature chart for CO2, as we have already studied, that is critical point where these liquid, gas and transcritical fluid meets at a single point, that we call it as critical point. So one graph is shown, temperature versus pressure. So 31 degrees centigrade, this is the temperature of critical point, and 1560, that is the gauge pressure in psi. And generally this graph is plotted for immersion climate technologies, an approach to evaluating choices. Now, while selecting refrigerant, we have studied for safety purpose, performance purpose, economic purpose, environment purpose. If you compare for CO2, safety, it is related to toxicity and flammability. Performance, that is for physical properties, that is capacity energy, annual per peak energy. Economics, technology changes, total cost of ownership. Environment, that is life cycle climate, performance, and stratospheric ozone Montreal Protocol. So global CO2 presence in refrigerant. So this figure shows data for different countries. They are using CO2 as refrigeration in many industries. So China is there, Australia is there, then South Africa, Brazil, Argentina, etc. So CO2 is also used in secondary refrigerant. So in this figure, CO2 is also used in secondary refrigeration system. The high stage system cools the liquid CO2 in the secondary circuit. The carbon dioxide is pumped around the load. CO2 is volatile, and so unlike a conventional secondary fluid such as glycol, it does not remain as a liquid, instead of partially evaporates. It therefore has a significantly greater cooling capacity than other secondary fluid. This reduces the pump power and the temperature difference at the heat exchanger. So this is the CO2 secondary system schematic representation. The carbon dioxide would typically be cooled at 200 psi gauge pressure for the LT load. Here low temperature load. For medium temperature load, its pressure is 407 psi gauge pressure. The highest system is a simple chiller type system, and design point is also shown here, 200 psi, and it will go up to 407 psi gauge pressure. Cold storage warehouses improves efficiency with ammonia or pumped CO2 system. So ammonia or carbon dioxide brine system is used for cold storage purpose. 1000 tons of efficient ammonia CO2 refrigerants used nowadays. Dual slide valve efficiency avoids here variable fluctuation design, 15% higher efficiency than comparable technologies, non-ozone depletion refrigerant with zero global warming potential, and designed for 20 years service without costly maintenance. Applications of CO2 and ammonia. So pumped liquid CO2 secondary system refrigerated by ammonia for 2,40,000 square foot product and dairy cold storage warehouses. And these are the customers for CO2 refrigeration. This is the pH chart for CO2 subcritical refrigeration cycle. So this is green colored part is subcritical refrigeration cycle. As we had already studied pH chart for refrigeration system, this is the critical point. This is the saturated liquid line. This is the saturated vapor line. And here this green colored part, within this zone CO2 system works. So for this natural refrigerant, we will conclude today's video lecture. Thank you very much.